But what about the doubles game today? I mean, it seems like, it's interesting because from stats that we have, Greg O'Shaughnessy, I'm sure you heard the name. He does all the stats for the
Yep.
tours, and most of doubles on tour is one up, one back, right? Men and women. But interestingly enough, the baseliners of all the points that are played, first of all, of all the points that were played at the 2015 Australian Open, 60% of the points ended in an error, right? And of the 40% points that were winners, only 3% of the points were won by the baseliners.
And
And
is
the
this
other,
in just the doubles court?
yeah,
Yeah.
doubles, men and women.
Okay.
So in a way, I think there's this misconception that one up, one back works because the power of the baseliners. But what the data is showing is that the baseliners are setting up the net player to finish the point for them, or is it that the power draws the error the other 60% of the time? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, we don't see a lot of great volleyers anymore, correct?
Well, that's just it, right? It's like the development of players, and you see a lot of players, and you can go to a practice, and more so probably on the WTA. I'm not sure on the ATP, but you walk by. Let's say you have a court for 60 minutes. They exchange ground strokes for about 38 minutes. Then they each volley for maybe like 2 minutes. They hit a couple serves and they play a few points. There's not. It doesn't seem like an awful lot of time devoted to the development of mid-court volleys, service line volleys, the softer hands. Where do I go in, quote, no man's land? Iga Swiatek, who won the French, she strikes me as a player who's actually spent a lot of time kind of learning that stuff, and not all the players are like that. I always felt the most vulnerable in doubles, one up, one back when I was at net. And that would be something I would always tell my partner. Like, you either have to come in on anything, a bluff, or we've got to get out of this pattern. Like, you've got to lob line and we got to reset, because I always felt my opponent at the net is going to go and poach before me, because that wasn't a strength of mine. So how do we get out of this pattern when I'm at net? You see everything these days in doubles matches.
Like people go back,
I've
like
seen
two back on serve.
Exactly, the server and the partner back at the baseline with them. You see people both at the baseline returning second serve. So there's really very few matches played the traditional style in doubles, serve and volley almost every point. It's almost like a different way to play the game, and I still trying to catch up with all the different teams that play differently.